Today we're going to be talking about the things that you can do to get your house ready for the market to help it sell faster and potentially for more money. Hi, I'm Bob Hartwell and I'm with the Keller Williams Realty office north of Atlanta, and I cover the Forsyth County, Gwinnett County area, and today we're going to be talking about some things that you can do to help your house sell faster and potentially for more money. As we know, this can be a little bit of a daunting process, selling your home that is. I'm here to make it a little bit easier for you, and I've prepared a market preparation guide that will help you. So let's get started. The number one thing I think you need to be really aware of is that curb appeal is critical when you are going to sell your house. I used to tell a lot of people that you have to get the people out of the car first. If they drive up to your house and it doesn't have good curb appeal, they may just drive off. They're obviously going to be looking in the price range and in the area that they want, and it's kind of a price and a beauty contest. So you've got to be beautiful. So outside, one of the first things I would recommend is that you do a really good job presenting the lawn and the front door, meaning that your yard should be cut. You should have nice fresh pine straw or whatever other kind of garden mulch that you can have in there. Plant some plants with color. That means pansies or some other kind of colorful bush or plant. That's going to help the front door appearance of the house. Then when you get to the front door, you also want to make a good impression there. One of the things I recommend is painting the front door and making sure that the front entryway, whether that's a porch or a hallway entry, is very clean and very fresh. So if you've gotten them out of the car, then the next thing is you get them into the house. So the second item would be make sure your house is very presentable. Decluttering is key. We all live in our houses. We get used to the clutter around us sometimes, and it's really important for us to go in there with fresh eyes, maybe even have one of your neighbors come in and say, hey, if you were walking into this house, what would you see in my house that's a little bit cluttery? Things like bookcases and extra furniture and stuff on top of the furniture. Those are the types of things that we can just let get out of hand sometimes. We throw clothes over the back of a chair or those kinds of things. In your kitchen, you want to make sure that the kitchen cabinets look spacious. So if you go into the kitchen and you feel like you've got a little bit too much stuff on there, you probably do. You are not using your toaster oven every day. I would put that out of sight. Just get it out at the times that you want to use it. If you have dishes are a big no-no. Don't leave dishes in the sink. I know that means you got to clean them every night, but I would definitely recommend that you keep the kitchen sink and cabinet areas or countertop areas very clean and uncluttered. Anywhere you go in the house, you're going to have to get used to picking it up and being ready for that impromptu visit. So I recommend just walking through the house and taking a look at every room critically, and anything that you're not using on a regular basis or anything that feels a little crowded or a little crunched up on countertops and tabletops and that kind of thing. Pack that stuff up. You're going to be packing anyway. If you get me to do the job, you're going to be packing sooner than you think. Then upstairs, make sure, or wherever your bedrooms are, if your bedrooms are upstairs or they're downstairs, it doesn't matter. Make sure beds are made. Make sure clothes are put away. Declutter your closets. That's really key. You want people to feel like the closets have lots and lots of room in them. I think sometimes we get that out of sight, out of mind mentality, and we let the closets get a little bit cluttered. We put boxes and extra clothes and that kind of thing in there. Go ahead and pack that stuff up. The third item that I think you ought to really be thinking about is the walls and the baseboards of the house, any painted surface. Look around your house, make sure that there's not a lot of scuff marks, especially when you've got kids and pets. There's a lot of running back and forth, and you inadvertently scuff a wall or put a black mark on those things. See if you can get that stuff off. Touching up paint is a very good idea. Some people who really want to go the extra mile will actually paint the entire room or the hallway. Any room that needs to be freshened up, paint is a great way to do it. Buyers who are going to look at houses love the smell of new paint almost as much as they like the smell of new cookies. Always keep that in mind, that the walls and baseboards should be scuff free as much as possible. Item number 4 is the flooring. Flooring is really important. people look down at the floor when they're walking, and if you've got a lot of dust and dirt and clutter and grass from the outside and that kind of thing, that does not show well. So you're going to have to really get used to taking care of the floors during the period of time you're getting prepared and during the time you have the house listed. My recommendation is that you find a good spot for shoe removal when you're coming and going in and out of the house. That may not be something that you're used to, but it's a really, really good idea. In my house, if I get past the kitchen without taking my shoes off, I get beat about the head and shoulders, and I can tell you our floors are super clean. I live with Mrs. Clean. So I know the importance of that. It really feels good for us, and when someone's coming to look at the house, I assure you that they're going to feel really good about having clean floors. Carpeting is another subject altogether. That's a little bit tougher to do. So with carpet, you want to make sure that it feels fresh and feels clean. It looks fresh and clean. It's fluffed up even if it's a short pile carpet, and that there are no stains. And again, there are lots of companies out there that can help you with that. I recommend a low residue cleaning so that it does not leave water and residue in the carpet. It cleans better and it lasts longer. Item number 5, and this is a biggie, this is a real biggie, is make sure the house does not smell. That sounds a little bit personal. There are a few things that will kill a sale faster than the smell of pets, especially dogs or cats, and especially smoke. So if you have a smoke odor, and again, sometimes you live in a house and you don't even realize that that smells anymore, have somebody come in and ask them to be very critical. Does it smell? If it does, if you have a smoke or pet odor, you've got to take care of that first. Again, that is one of the big no-nos that people will walk in. They won't even get past the front foyer sometimes if the house has a pet or a smoke odor, and they'll turn around and they'll walk right back out. Those are 5 things that you can do that will really help you get your house ready. Now, I want to just tell you, there's a lot more. I've got a market preparation guide that I've put together and I've used for a long time. I've actually updated it from time to time. It's really kind of a generic thing, but it really gives you a lot of help in terms of knowing what to do and what's most important about what you want to do to get your house ready. We're going to put this in a link that's down on the bottom of this video, and we're going to be doing a lot more of these, so look for us. And we're also going to be building a library, so if you have questions, please feel free to interact. Make sure that you ask the questions. I'll do a video on your question and try to answer that, because if you have the question, a lot of other people probably do too. I'm looking forward to doing this. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys in the future, and see you next time.